Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at VeChain or VET. So we do see right now at a 7.5 cent price point, about 4% of a decrease. We do take a look at the last week, we see about a 30% decrease. However, in the last month, we see about a 33% decrease from VeChain, and I will say, guys, this is actually much better than many other coins out there. We see some other coins going through a 40 to 60% decrease, as well as some coins, like Cardano doing even much better. So VeChain is pretty much middle of the pack in my opinion, where it stands with VeChain, specifically being in the middle of the pack when it comes to altcoins. It's a manipulation FUD or accumulation period right now. We're continuing to see these kind of altcoins struggle, but they do have big things still going on. And I think that's the biggest thing to note. It still is very important about really continuing to watch what these coins are doing during these bearish looking news or bearish looking markets, because if we take a look at my most recent YouTube video on VeChain, it says, you say it's bullish every day and it's been dropping so much hate. So not going to climb when the market is where it is. VeChain is doing bullish things. Price doesn't always correlate. And I think that's a big thing to actually kind of point out. I'm kind of happy with, really saying this just because, like I said, it's one of those things that a lot of people have been asking about, and I wanted to kind of comment on it. And I thought this was a great way to really explain to you guys. The market is doing what it's doing. VeChain's still doing great things. I'm still bullish on VeChain in the long term. It doesn't mean I'm going to see, fast movement or, big things taking place very quickly. It just means that VeChain is still a coin that I'm looking into to investing, at least in the long term. And I think realistically, like I said, long term, we are going to see this coin do very well. It's an altcoin that I'm kind of keeping an eye on quite literally every single day. And I think daily updates on VeChain for you guys is something that a lot of you guys are asking for, because like I said, there's so many new different, speculation, partnerships, integrations, big news coming, meetups, a lot of different things going on. So jumping into the very first thing, we see that meetup really taking place. It's an upcoming event, July 8th through the 10th, 2021. VeChain CEO Sunny Liu and DNV Global VP Renata Gruttolo will be invited to attend and deliver speeches on VeChain, Toolchain, PaaS, VTrust, and My Story. So that's a lot of things coming with that really conference taking place July 8th through the 10th. So I think we can expect some big things coming up in, mid-July. I think realistically we are going to see, a lot of people starting to understand what VeChain is and why it's a special coin that, does have a lot of utility and use cases really revolving around it. Jumping into the next one, we do see actually VeChain official retweeting this one from Eisenrich. Eisenrich, by the way, is a guy that we've been following for quite some time on this channel, because like I said, he talks about some great points when it comes to VeChain. So specifically here we see VeChain and news. So Xinhao is the official state-run press agency of China, and Xinhao is the biggest and most influential media organization in China, as well as the largest news agency in the world in terms of worldwide correspondence. So why is this important? Well, it talks more about VeChain in this specific really news article. It talks more about all the potential possibilities that VeChain could jump in and actually take advantage of. And I think that's a big thing to note. So if you want to jump into this and actually read more about it, definitely do so. Sunny Liu actually, commented on this and said, mainstream reports with recognition and inspiration from China, blockchain is expected to improve and protect people's life. So obviously there is some correlation there with VeChain and blockchain, coming into the China, government as a whole there. And I think we are going to see VeChain impact a lot of lives across the globe. Jumping into the next one, we see PWC blockchain, the game changer for supply chains. So here's a PDF. It actually talks more about it, but we're going to jump into this tweet. And it talks, like I said, more about the PWC offering two blockchain options: private solutions based on IBM, Hyperledger, Sawtooth, AirTrace, or public solutions on VeChain, i.e. Walmart food traceability platform, as detailed in their white paper. So PWC clients want to take things public, they go VeChain. And that's exactly what you're going to see here, is more, possibilities, more endless solutions and capabilities that VeChain offers to these companies and to these really, needed solutions that are really coming into play here. And I think jumping into another tweet real quick, I do want to say, guys, I am doing a giveaway right now. So everyone, I wanted to give back to the community, and thanks to Community Jax and SameCoin.com for making that possible. I will be giving away 1K worth of Jax tokens and 1K worth of SameCoin tokens. So there will be 2 lucky winners. Make sure to follow me so I can DM you if you win and a retweet to be entered. So this ends July 10th, 2021. Only about 600 people entered right now, so you guys have a great opportunity at winning, that 1K worth of 1K worth of coins. And I think, it's a great opportunity to kind of give back to the community during this kind of market downfall. Only the best of the best, or I guess the, really the I would say the most informed are kind of staying involved with crypto right now during this bearish market and accumulation phase. This is when, most people make most of their money. They're accumulating during the times that are literally specifically called accumulation phases. They're phases that you can accumulate at such low prices and really make that, upwards trend here in the upcoming weeks ahead. So I think, a lot of us are kind of waiting for that upwards trend and are excited about it, but you have to realize the longer the accumulation phase and the more you can accumulate, the better that upwards trend is going to be. Jumping into the VeChain website specifically, I do want to take a quick look at some of the solutions. So before we actually jump into the solutions, I do want to mention, specifically VeChain has been through so many, upwards, downtrends, sideways trends, whatever you want to call them. VeChain's been through it all. They've been founded in 2015, and VeChain is one of the earliest blockchain technology companies in the world, with offices in China, Europe, US, Singapore, and Japan. They also have huge amount of use cases. Like I've been saying for a while now, they have a diverse, selection of solutions, and that's fashion, wine, automobile, food safety, carbon emission reduction, and agriculture. I do want to jump back to the actual price chart because we do have a lot to talk about here specifically. So if we take a look at the last 24 hours, like I said, about a 4% decrease. I do want to give it a quick refresh, make sure we're still looking at that 4%. We are now down to a 5% decrease, and I did see this happening as we are continuing to see really Bitcoin drop as well. It's still, like I said, almost below 33,000 right now. So we are seeing a 2.38% drop in Bitcoin, and I think we could see this continue to drop throughout the rest of the day. I do think there will be continued recovery phases during the week, but realistically, like I said, we probably will see some struggle in this weekend's full weekend view, I guess. If we take a look, though, at VeChain in the last week, we are seeing that very, very large 30% drop from, 10 to 11 cent range to about a more of a 7% range. And I think, we are going to continue to see this take place with altcoins through the month of June. I've talked about the bloody month of June being such a rough month for altcoins specifically. And, it's definitely taken a hit on many, many altcoins, even some of the biggest ones with huge, huge things coming. Theta Mainnet 3.0 is coming in the end of June, and we're still seeing that below $7, even around that $6.50 range. And I think that's just crazy to see the market really take this downwards, spin. And you got to remember, it's crypto. You're going to have volatility. You're going to have crazy, crazy volatility. And I think the biggest thing to really note is taking advantage of those red candles, accumulating during those red candles, dollar cost averaging in, making sure you're doing safe and smart investments. And I think, a lot of people are kind of jumping in with too much, or, just all inning, or, really FOMOing. And I think that's a big thing to note, is fear of missing out and everyone jumping in. And I think the biggest thing to note is dollar cost averaging at a low price point, or red candles, or that's honestly the safest and best way, in my opinion, to jump in. But I want to say, guys, quickly, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing, as like I said, crypto is very, very volatile. VeChain is still, like I said, one of the biggest altcoins to watch, in my opinion. I think it has so many solutions, so many capabilities, so many possibilities, and because of that, I think we are going to see VeChain still struggle, unfortunately, in the month of June. But maybe in late July we do see VeChain push out of this really accumulation phase, pushing closer to about an 8 to 12 cent price point, which isn't much. But I will say, guys, we can't expect too much out of these coins going into this kind of a market. I think by the end of really 2021, or the end of the bull market, we could see VeChain pushing closer to $1 or $2, depending on really how fast we recover and how long this really bull market lasts. So we'll definitely keep you guys up to date with price predictions, as well as any big bullish news or information that has come up. I did want to give you guys a brief update today, so thank you guys again for tuning in and really keeping an eye on VeChain and the channel. I will continue to kind of give back to you guys with these giveaways, so definitely, like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.